So I know I said I had another Christmassy type video coming, and I was gonna make one with a buddy, and he flaked on me. And then I was gonna do the Winterlicious tag, and I thought, oh, I can wait, it's still winter, I have some time. And then half of them turn out to be Christmas related, but I really wanted to do a tag. So I'm gonna do the Disney tag that Kaylee Hyde and Liam Dryden did together last month or so. I did a Disney video last year where I included other types, like Pixar. I'm not gonna do that this time. Just straight up classics. Disney. Here we go. A scene in any Disney movie that you wish you could experience. It's kind of between two really mundane ones. The very opening scene of Aristocats, where they're riding through Paris in that carriage. I want to ride through Paris at the turn of the century. Also, Lady and the Tramp's Night on the Town. I know it's corny, but I just really love that scene. It's so sweet and so romantic. The moonlit walk that they take, it's so cute. I love it. An unforgettable experience or moment you've had at the parks. I'm gonna have to say, the first time I remember being at Disneyland over Christmas. I'd probably been there before during Christmas, but this is the first time I remember it. I was probably like 9 or 10. It was getting close to closing time. It was time for the fireworks. And I remember the display was just, I was blown away. It was amazing. And then Angela Lansbury had been like narrating the whole thing. And then at the very end, after the fireworks were done, her voice came on, said something about like believing in your dreams or something real vague like that. You know, it's Disney. And all of a sudden the foam snow started coming down, and this is my first time seeing it, and I was absolutely, it was just amazing. I had no idea that that was coming. And this was while we were living in San Diego, so I was used to like Christmas and winter having snow over Christmas, and so I'd been kind of missing that. And then all of a sudden it was snowing at Disneyland, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's finally Christmas. It was just amazing. What non-Disney song or songs reminds you or brings back memories of Disney and or the parks? It would definitely have to be anything by Phil Collins, because I saw Tarzan when it came out and just fell crazy in love with his voice. And I still am. I love his voice. I prefer Genesis stuff, but anyway. And I would listen to that soundtrack over and over, and I hear Phil Collins and I think about Disneyland. It's probably half the reason I like him so much, is just because I think of Disneyland every time I hear him. When was the first time you ever went to a Disney park? I don't remember. I am willing to bet that I was less than a year old. My mom practically lived at Disneyland for the first half of her life, so. If you could choose any of the characters to be your best friend, who would you choose? I really want to say Genie, just naturally, but I think I'm gonna have to say Robin Hood. He's just, you don't get any cooler than that. Aside from the fact that he's just a dreamboat. He's so funny, he's so fun, he's just awesome. I think he would be the most fun to just hang out with. Who are your favorite Disney princesses? For the longest time, like when I was a kid, it was always Belle, because she's awesome. Of course she's awesome. And then I liked Aurora for a while, but she's just kind of ditzy. I don't think I like her that much. I just recently saw Cinderella again, for the first time in like a really long time, and I really like her. You know, she's really sweet and innocent and humble and all that. But at the same time, she knows her mind. She's not stupid. I just really admire her. I think the way that Disney portrayed her was really cool. Name a scene/moment in any Disney movie that never fails to make you cry. It has to be Dumbo. That scene where he goes to see her because she's locked up in that trailer, and she sticks her trunk out, and they start playing that song. It's so sad. I cry every time. You know, people are always raving about how sad Bambi is because he loses his mother. He's got his dad. What does Dumbo have? He's got this little loudmouth realist of a mouse. Yeah, it's definitely, well, that's a close one. You know in Sword in the Stone where they turn into squirrels? and then the girl falls in love with him, and then they change back, and she's so sad after that happens. I don't think it's made me cry, but it's made me want to. That's not quite on the same par, I guess, but it's close. What is the first Disney movie you remember seeing? It's probably something else, but I'm gonna have to say Aladdin, because, you know when the Disney logo goes up, I know it's different now, but back when it was all blue, and it just had the castle and the little thing, and then the flash, you know, and the little tune that goes with that, do-do-do-do-do, wee-dee-dee-dee, or whatever it is. To this day, once I hear that little bit, my brain automatically thinks that it should be followed by da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's actually not as bad now, but when I was a kid, that was just the switch. This meant this. I kind of have to attribute that to probably being probably the first Disney film with that whole sequence that I'd ever seen. I don't know. That's probably it. It was probably either that one or Little Mermaid, quite honestly. What is your favorite Disney movie? I gotta say Beauty and the Beast. You know? I made a whole video about my top 10 Disney movies and why. I can't even remember what order I put them in, except that Toy Story was on top, but I'm not counting Pixar for this. It's kind of between Beauty and the Beast and like Lady and the Tramp and Aristocats and a few others. You know, there's just so many. What are you gonna do? So that video I will link somewhere. So yeah. If you enjoyed, I will put the list of questions down below, and you can do them yourself in a video or a comment or something of that sort. So that's that then. I will see y'all elsewheres. Bye!